Hi guys, it's been a minute since we filmed a video together, but we are doing a wedding lookbook which has tons of great tips about planning weddings, wedding outfit ideas for you, for your guests. Paul has no idea what I'm even talking about.
No.
But basically we decided to film a Q&A about our wedding, and that's going to be inside of this lookbook, so that's exactly what you're watching right now. We are going to answer some commonly asked questions that we've received in the DMs, and we also posted a Q&A little sticker on my Insta stories a while back, and we compiled the most commonly asked questions, and that's what we're answering today. So, first question is, favorite part of your wedding?
Favorite part of the wedding? Okay, you go first.
No, you go first.
No, go ahead.
It's really hard to answer because I feel like our wedding...
I thought one's an easy one for you.
Why?
Our first dance.
That's another question.
Oh,
actually.
is it?
That's another question. Well, my answer for another question. My favorite part of the wedding is probably just the concept of the wedding, the fact that we were in such a beautiful place in Greece on a remote island with our friends and family, just all our favorite people, and obviously kept it really simple, but like obviously just the setting was perfect, and the vibe and the mood and everything that was around the wedding, surrounding the wedding, was just so nice, and everything that I wanted it to be that I didn't think was achievable, because I was imagining we would be really stressed out and like anxious, and realistically everyone was on this like amazing vacation together, so they became super friendly, and I just loved the dynamic of our guests and how we planned it. So everything about the wedding was like perfect. I have no complaints as far as like...
But you didn't point to one moment.
I know, because I can't. I mean, I guess like marrying Paul was the best part.
Oh, good answer.
Well, what's your answer?
I would say the booze cruise.
Oh, that was a really nice part. So I guess if you want to like get a quick rundown. So we had our wedding, first off, our bachelor and bachelorettes took place on Mykonos. So the same night we both went out.
The week before.
The week before we flew into Greece, and then our friends joined us in Mykonos so we could have a night out for the girls and a night out for the boys, and everyone went back to their own rooms and their significant others at the end of the night, which was really nice. And then we all
went on... Why, were you worried?
No, but I'm not like bachelorette kind of girl. So then we all took the ferry over to the next island, Naxos, and we had a booze cruise for everybody, which was so nice.
Sunset
cruise. We went to the island of Paros. We jumped in the water, or like some of us did, not all of us girls with our hair and makeup, obviously. But we had cocktails and music, and it was just so nice. It set the tone perfectly.
It was the perfect vibe. It was literally magical moment.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable experience. Very thankful for my parents who had planned that. And then the next night, Paul's parents planned us this really amazingly beautiful, chic, all-white rehearsal dinner party. And we had lanterns go off, and it was a great, great, beautiful night. Unfortunately, our videographers videographer and photographer happened to lose all documentation of the night. So it's like it never existed.
That's how you know it was a good wedding.
Yeah, apparently they were partying too hard that night too. But I'm really bummed we have no footage of that. But it was a beautiful night. And then the next day we had our wedding on the beach. So biggest fuck up in terms of planning. I think we already know. Yeah. So basically, to give you guys a very long story short, our seating chart got reversed, like exactly reversed. So our families, instead of sitting very close to us, were sitting very far from us. And someone noticed this, asked if we wanted them to reshuffle the seating chart really quickly. And it was like the heat of the moment. We had just done our first dance. Like the wedding was here. There was really no time to think or answer. And so all the guests stood up and did like this weird, awkward, uncomfortable shuffle for like 5 minutes.
Everyone was trying to figure out what table they're supposed to be at.
It was the worst moment ever. It was
caused
so
a little bit of drama.
Caused drama. It was just like cringy, and thank God it's done. But like, I don't think anyone remembers it except for us, because we were like traumatized by that. But that was...
Well, we're in the heat of it, middle of it.
Okay, next question. Best resource for planning. I think that the best resource is Pinterest for inspiration to first set your mood. Like set your mood board, set your vibe, gather inspiration, make a secret board, don't let anyone see. And then...
Why not?
Because that's just what girls do. But then once you decide what you want your vibe to be and your aesthetic, What I did is I found a person who had a wedding at the venue that we got married at, and I found the photographer's information, and I actually reached out to him via email and just asked him for advice. He was super nice and friendly and willing to help, and since he had shot a wedding there, he was super knowledgeable and gave me tons of great tips. And so
He was also local, like he was from Greece, so that made it a lot easier. He was kind of like a go-to person in Greece to kind of connect us.
So if we're talking destination wedding, I say like find a great vendor who's willing to be super friendly and open with you, or someone who you know that's gotten married at that kind of location. We super lucked out with everyone that we worked with. All our vendors, from like the location to photographer, videographer, florist, everyone was incredibly sweet, easy to work with. It did take me 2 years to plan the wedding, but it was like every month I would accomplish a little something. So one month it was like I booked the chairs, 1 month I booked the flowers, 1 month I booked the DJ. Like it took forever, but you have to be really patient when you're planning a destination wedding, at least like to do it my style, so you're not like stressed out.
And you also didn't have as many options as you would have had if you were like in the States.
Yeah, basically when you get married on a destination, like Greece, you're very limited, which makes your job super easy.
In a remote location in Greece, like on an island.
Yeah, it's not Athens where they could like have all these resources to bring in whatever chair you wanted. Like I was stuck with wood chairs, even though I really wanted ghost chairs. And
well, you could have had ghost chairs, but it was just a fortune.
Yeah, Paul wouldn't, like we had no money, so Paul was like, you're not paying whatever it was for the ghost chairs, so damn you. Didn't get my damn ghost chairs. Okay, who was the drunkest wedding guest?
Another easy one.
Who?
Your father.
Oh, yeah, duh. My dad was the life of the party at our wedding. Every night he was out the latest. And at our wedding, he actually managed to become the bartender at a club.
At the after hours party.
At the after party. And he got behind the bar and he was serving everyone drinks.
He actually cut his hand open on the glass and kept serving and was pouring everybody free drinks.
No one knows like how he cut himself, probably like on broken glass somehow. But he made it back to the room at like 6 a.m. and he just always had so much fun every night. Like I never even saw it that much because I was already asleep. But my dad was definitely the drunkest. If your wedding was in 2020, would you have done anything differently? Well, I would have wanted my ghost chairs, that's for one.
But honestly, I wouldn't change it. I think it was so perfect.
Yeah, I agree. I think that everything we did was so fitting for us. I think it was timeless and classic. We didn't go too trendy. We didn't buy into anything.
And I like how simple it was. I mean, we didn't have as much money back then as we do now, and we definitely didn't. I don't feel like we had anything that we didn't. I felt like we didn't need anything at the wedding.
No.
Like we literally had everything we needed,
Yeah.
and it was literally perfect, except maybe your ghost chairs.
All the essentials were there, but the ghost chairs would have elevated things.
Oh,
and,
totally.
It just would have been more of like my aesthetic, but it's fine.
Oh, another favorite part. I was just thinking about our wedding, recapping in my head. We didn't even mention favorite parts. What about the dance, the flash mob?
Oh,
The flash
that's
mob
for
was
sure
really
my
special.
favorite part. Okay, so that is my favorite part. So our family planned us a flash mob, and they had like secret rehearsals during the trip, and it's just like so funny to hear everyone's like version of what went down. But everyone broke out into this amazing like Mamma Mia Grease ABBA dance, and I lost it. I was so overwhelmed with emotion. Like it was
so fully choreographed, and everybody was involved.
Everyone was involved, and it was just so funny.
They were having secret meetings in people's rooms. We'd walk in and they have to come up with some stupid excuse why they were all in there.
It was so great. And like just seeing like the guys do the dance was so like funny but sweet, and it was just the best. The best moment for sure for me was the flash mob. One thing you feel like you wasted money on. I really don't think we did one thing that was like frivolous or unnecessary. Everything was, like he said, so simple that we probably could have done more, but we did the bare minimum, and it was like just the right amount. And I feel like less is more with weddings. You just want to keep it simple and classic because you don't want to look back and be like, why did I buy into that trend for my wedding? You want to look back and feel like your wedding just looks good no matter what decade it is.
Well, what makes a destination wedding special is that the location itself pretty much provides everything you need.
So
like you do it on this natural, beautiful beach in Greece. You don't really need much.
Yeah, you don't need decor. We had white peonies and we had white candles. That was the decor. Everything else was just natural backdrop, like nothing else. White tablecloths, super simple tablescapes. There was nothing to it. No decor whatsoever. So I felt like that really makes it super timeless. Okay, any traditions you wish you did or didn't do? Oh my God, I'm answering this one first. I wish we did not do a first dance. It was the worst moment of my life. I was so uncomfortable. It was so awkward. For
whatever reason, Savannah is really uncomfortable with dancing in public places.
Slow
dancing in public places.
I don't like to slow dance. I think it's weird. And
what is weird about it?
I don't know how to do it. Paul doesn't know how to do it. We did not rehearse. We didn't take a class.
Just take in the moment.
No, it's uncomfortable.
All our closest family and friends are watching this beautiful moment as we connect with our first dance after being married as a couple.
Ew, just don't even talk about it. Basically, so our first dance was supposed to be to Lana Del Rey, and the DJ put some weird live version that was even weirder.
That's true.
It was slow and different and oh my God, it was
a shitty version
so
of the song.
Uncomfortable, and it dragged on for an hour. It literally was an hour, and everyone was just staring at us, and it was weird, and everything about it just makes you so uncomfortable. I don't even want to talk about it. I wish we didn't do a first dance. Let's just put it there. Do you have anything you wish we did or didn't do?
Maybe had a joint party at Scorpio's when we were in Mykonos.
Yeah, but that's not the wedding.
Yeah, no, the wedding. No.
Basically, he just wants to go back to Greece and party. So it's fine. We have plenty of time to do that. Who did most of the planning? Obviously, me.
Obviously? That is definitely not an obvious answer.
So maybe if it was 2020, what would be different about the wedding is Paul would probably plan it. Because he would research the fuck out of it. He would make it super unenjoyable for me.
Well, no, because I left you alone to plan this on your own for the most part because it's your day.
It's not your day?
It's my day too, but I mean...
No, this was before you were really in my business, in my shit.
Are you kidding me? Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
Yes,
All you cared about is how much things cost. You did not give two shits about anything.
I cared about the venue. And I cared about the DJ, cared about the photographer, videographer, but all the decor and things like that, no, that's on you.
Okay, so basically you care about the entire wedding. You just listed everything that's important. But no, I did all the planning, and I think it was just at a time, we were only 27. It was just a time where Paul was focused on other things. He was in law school or finishing law school or something. So I just was left to my own devices, thankfully, and I got to take my sweet time. But yeah, to answer the question, I did the planning. Hardest part of planning a destination wedding and any tips? We kind of already answered this, but like I said, I think utilizing any resources you have access to. Yeah, so finding someone who can really help point you in the right direction is really nice.
Who has connections there, knows the area, knows people there, can kind of give you the lay of the land, can tell you, if this person's trying to rip you off or if it's worth it or not worth it.
That... also just accepting the fact that when you do destination weddings, you are limited. So kind of go into it with a very simple expectation of decor and resources. Don't expect LA vendors because that's just not really an option in destination. I think that's part of the beauty of doing destination is you just go into it. It's more relaxed, more casual. It's not about all that
it depends on where you're doing it. You could do a destination wedding somewhere in the United States, and it could just be just as difficult.
Well, you can also do a destination wedding like Annie Lawless in Positano, and it is literally in Brides Magazine, literally. So there is a way to do a destination wedding where it's not extremely simple like we did.
And you should also keep in mind though, when you do a destination wedding, everyone in your family might not be so happy about it.
Yeah, that's the other thing is you have to be okay with the fact that some people will not come, and maybe even important people might not come. So you have to
or have attitudes about it.
Yeah, you got to factor in the fact that there's going to be people that are either going to be mad about it or can't come, and you have to be okay with it. You can't be mad at them, and you have to be just accepting of that. If you can't get over it, then just don't do a destination wedding. You won't be happy. Will you renew your vows? Will we?
I would like to.
I think we can do that later.
10 years.
I feel like anything sooner than 10 years is a little early and premature for that.
We're halfway there.
Yeah, we are celebrating 5 years in June, which is crazy. Oh my God, it's in 3 months.
Yeah.
June? Oh, that's crazy. Favorite part of each other's vows? My favorite part of your vows is when you started quoting Lana Del Rey.
my favorite part of your vows when you said I do.
That's not part of my vows.
Yes, it is.
I mean, okay. I'll let it
your
pass.
your whole vows were really amazing. Honestly, though, and don't kill me here, but I don't remember
That's nice.
that well. I mean, I remember the general takeaways, but I don't remember the exact verbiage that you used anymore.
Okay, that's nice.
I think we need to watch we should have watched our wedding video before we did this video of what should have happened.
I can recite the whole
because
video
mine
to
were
you.
so memorable. My vows were so memorable. That's why they stuck with you.
Okay, you actually plagiarized someone else's words if you really want to get into it.
We had already discussed this, and we concluded that I wrote the better vows.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, moving on. Did you drink before the wedding?
Yes.
I didn't.
You didn't have any?
No, I couldn't.
You even have a glass of champagne or anything?
I was so nervous before the wedding that I could not drink anything.
I had a few glasses of champagne.
I couldn't even eat. I don't even know why I was nervous. Like, it doesn't even make sense. It's not like me. It's very out of character. But
it was a very special moment for you.
I was very overwhelmed with emotion.
With happiness.
Shockingly, I never had any sort of hangover. Like, even though the entire wedding week was all about drinking. Did you have a hangover ever?
I can't remember. I mean, that was not the most...
Can't remember. Oh my god.
That was not the memorable part of the trip.
Were you drunk the whole trip? Like,
no,
I
what
feel
are you
like
talking
I
about?
remember everything. Oh god, now it all comes out.
What all comes out?
That you just were blacked out the whole time.
Yeah, well, these last 5 years have just been a blur, honey.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. If you want to know more about our wedding, we have an entire beautiful wedding video that is on our YouTube channel. I've got tons of blog posts about do's and don'ts and tips on destination weddings. And like I said, the wedding lookbook has tons of wedding outfit inspiration, guest ideas, registry ideas, gift ideas, just tons and tons of great stuff in there. So make sure you check that out, and we'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.